Well, let's take a moment to talk about what it means to be a doctor. Now, doctor, the word initially comes from Latin and it meant to teach or to be a teacher, right, or an instructor. And now, in modern terms, a doctor is something we often relate to as a physician or someone who deals with health and healthcare and people that are sick. And when we think about what are we teaching, as quote unquote modern doctors, and most of the time we are teaching people how to be dependent upon drugs, how to be dependent upon a system. We aren't teaching them what it takes to become healthy. My belief, after many, many years of this, and of course I come to learn this over time, that model, that sort of drug, pill, potion, procedure model is extremely narrow and extremely limited, and it leaves a lot of people lacking. When we think about all the things that have a role in health, and as healthcare, we should not only have a deep understanding or an appreciation for the value of nutrition, the value of sleep, exercise, stress management, light, and things of that nature. Not only should we have an understanding of the importance, but we should have a deep expertise in those areas as well. When you go to the physician for health and they give you this one tiny narrow piece, here's some pills, take these, come see me back in 3 to 6 months, and we'll keep adjusting that, you are definitely being shortchanged. And a physician that understands these things should be able to display them, right? You don't want an obese, sloppy doctor, or some frail wisp of a person that demonstrates they don't have a deep understanding of these, particular variables that are so important to health. And so doctors should be held to a higher standard. They should be someone that you care to emulate. They should inspire you, not only with their knowledge, but who they are in their being, by what they're able to show and prove on a daily basis. Healthcare needs to change. As a physician, yes, I get it. You spent 4 years in medical school and 4 years in college, and how many more years of your residency focusing on this very narrow area that the pharmaceutical industry trained you to do. But that's not what being a doctor is about. Being a doctor is about understanding the breadth of the variables that go into promoting health. And until we take that on and have the courage to do so, despite how much you get paid or whatever, a lot of physicians are very cowardly, quite honestly. I mean, they've been cowed into due to tremendous debt, perhaps, deferred, income, because it took them 12, 14, 15 years to finally finish their education, and now they feel like they have to make that money, and they take that pharmaceutical money. But if you really want to be a doctor and you want to be a teacher, you need to understand these things. You need to have an expertise in these things, and you need to demonstrate these things for your patients' sake and for your own sake. All right, guys, let me know what you think.